Hi, happy Tuesday. I was hoping to come on and do this earlier, but timing's always everything, right? So it worked for me to come on right now. And I wanted to just share a word about this word that I put in the caption, a weary world rejoices. And I kept hearing that in my spirit this morning. And I Googled it because I knew it was significant, but I just couldn't remember where exactly it came from. So a lot of times I hear songs, like I'll wake up with songs, or I'll just be talking to somebody and I'll randomly, some lyrics drop on me. I've been called God's DJ quite a bit, so that's always fun. But this is actually from the song "Oh Holy Night." It's probably a very familiar song to you if you celebrate Christmas. But there's this line where it says, "A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices." And it says, "For yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, O hear the angel voices. O night divine, O night when Christ was born. O holy night, O holy night, O night divine." So what I wanted to share with you was just a little bit of a testimony. A friend of mine had sent me a message about something, and I was just led to just share with her this word that I heard this morning. I kept hearing this, like, a weary world rejoices, and she said that she was in conversation with the Lord, and she was just sharing with him about feeling very weary. And I had asked her this question prior to knowing that she was even feeling that way. And I said, what is in your arsenal that's been a word of mine lately. Toolbox, arsenal. What is in your toolbox or your arsenal to rejoice in the midst of challenging circumstances? How can you be in hope and stay in hope and experience joy in extenuating circumstances? I have to ask myself that question a lot because, goodness, those of you who know me, it's been very challenging these last couple of years in more ways than many even know. I'm not I don't feel like I'm called to share the fullness of everything that I've walked through. But this last year has been really, really challenging for many of us. And when I kept hearing "a weary world rejoices," I've been sensing that a lot of people are very, very overwhelmed. I mean, I've been hearing that for a couple months. Just very tired, just almost ready to give up on their business, ready to give up on whatever it is that they are working towards. I've felt that at times myself. When you keep planting seeds and you don't see, the fruit, it can be hard to keep going. And I was reminded, I have a book that I'm reading called Declarations for Breakthrough by Jane Hamon, which a friend of mine, a sweet, beautiful friend of mine, actually sent me a couple years ago, and was reminded of the story of the bamboo. The bamboo, basically, you plant the seed, and that thing, you don't see any signs of life for a long time. But once the life shoots through the ground, there's this acceleration that happens. And I feel like we are on the cusp of, I've been feeling acceleration, but I've also been feeling this pullback, especially this last month. Pullback in good ways to really get recalibrated for what's coming, but also a pullback from the enemy to try to keep me from moving forward. I don't know if anybody's feeling that, but there's a lot of tension. So if you think of like the arrow, you're pulling back the arrow. A lot of us have some really big things that the Lord's called us to do to help set other people free, myself included. A lot of you guys know what I do, and it's pretty incredible, but there's this time that he's calling me back to just get really intentional about what it is that I'm putting out there, what it is that what I'm even doing, because I've got a lot of things. I'm multi-passionate. I love different ways of helping set women free. Maybe you're the same way. Part of the weariness potentially could be that you're not resting enough. Part of it could be you're doing too many things. Part of it could be, I was just thinking, even in this Christmas season, a weary world rejoices. We have an opportunity to rejoice no matter the circumstances. But in the world that we live in, it's easy to become weary because there's so many things going on. There's pressure during this time. I don't get sucked into all the pressure to buy all the presents and do all the things and have my house perfectly decorated, because that's just not me at all. But some of you might be experiencing some weariness because you're putting too much pressure on yourself in this season. So I would just ask you, like, this is a little ninja coaching for you. What is bringing on weariness for you? Is there something that the Lord wants to put a pin on, and I'll have you drop that off at the cross and just surrender it? Let go. Let go of whatever it is that's trying to weigh you down. Because we have an opportunity to rejoice no matter what. So again, my question to you is, what is in your arsenal and or tool belt, toolbox, to rejoice in the midst of challenging circumstances? We are all going to experience them. We're all going to experience them. It's just part of living in this world, unfortunately. Sometimes more circumstances come at us after the other. I mean, this last year has been, man, but we're still standing. If you're watching this, you're still standing. I'm still standing. I am on mission to help you keep going. My word that I keep hearing is that I am called to help you soar and roar in 2024. It's like my little rap. Soar in your calling and roar with your voice. And we need people that come alongside of us and remind us to just keep going. Get up. Come on. You got to go rest. Yep. You got to go rest, because sometimes that weariness comes on because we're doing too many things. So I would just ask you, again, my question that I posed was, what is in your arsenal to rejoice in the midst of challenging circumstances? Because a weary world can rejoice. That's what I have for you today. I just kept hearing that this morning. A weary world rejoices. So I'm going to pop in the comments. I just love Lauren Daigle, and she actually sings O Holy Night. So I'm going to throw that into the comments, and I hope that these questions helped you a little bit. One of my favorite things to do is to just ask the Lord for questions during coaching sessions with women, and I hope this was just a small little snippet to help unlock you and really rejoice in this season. Like I said, I'm walking through some stuff right now too, but I have to look around and remember, the goodness that He has brought in my life, even though there's things going on that, I'm waiting for the promise, and it's part of the WAIT training, WAIT training. So keep going. You're building resilience, you're building stamina, and we're going to make it. All right, take care. Bye.